making me cry right now. That's how much it hurts me. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I've been pretty hesitant about doing a Q&A video because I honestly didn't think anybody would have any questions for me. But with the encouragement of my boyfriend and my cousin, here we are. A few days ago on Instagram, I decided to post a story with that little like question thingamabobber, saying if anybody has any questions for me, you can go ahead and ask me. It can be personal, it can be about YouTube, it can be literally anything. And I was quite surprised with the amount of questions that I had. I wrote them all down and there was like almost like 3 pages worth of questions, and I was like, oh my gosh, like now I think this is a little too much. So I've decided to do a 3-part Q&A video. So today's video is going to be personal questions, the next video is going to be about YouTube and my YouTube journey, and the last one will be about my career, which I'm pretty surprised that people even had questions about my career, but it is what it is. It was the questions that you guys asked, so I will be answering all of those in 3 separate videos. So let's just get this Q&A started. So the first question is, how old are you? I'm 27. Do I look 27? Maybe I do. Without makeup, apparently I look younger, probably between like 23, 25 years old, but I am 27 years old. What are your top 3 pet peeves? So loud chewing is my all-time pet peeve. When people don't chew with their mouth closed. I'll only give it to you if you are chewing a big roll of sushi and it's hard to close your mouth. I totally understand that, but if it's like small pieces of food or whatever, I don't really care. Just close your mouth because I don't want to hear all that. My next one is when people show me their phone and they have like 100 emails and 100 texts that they haven't checked. I don't know about you, but I like having just like a clean phone, no notifications. But when I see that people have like 50 emails or like 30 texts that they haven't opened, like, please open it. It might be something important. And if it's not, just, I don't know, open it anyways. And my last one is when people are angry and they just take it out on everybody else. Like, I get it, you had a bad day, but don't take it out on me if I have nothing to do with it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now I find that to be like a really funny question because I can tell you what I want, but then I can't tell you where I see myself in 5 years. To answer the question, I see myself living in a house and still doing YouTube. Hopefully I become bigger. That would obviously be great, but yes, I still see myself doing YouTube. And in connection to that question, when do you want a family? I want a family in 5 years. Hopefully I have already had 1 kid and maybe another one on the way. How do you like your ramen? Man, these questions, I tell you, some of them are pretty random, but I like beef or pork ramen, but I don't eat any of the meat. I do add extra noodles to my ramen, and of course my ramen is always spicy. What are your makeup essentials? Always gotta be my CoverGirl brow pencil, my Tarte concealer, and my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. What are your top 3 beauty essentials? With just one of them, I had to put 2 together, so it is my Juice by ALYA shampoo and conditioner. It is the best shampoo and conditioner that I have ever tried. Lifesaver. Next is my Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. Can't live without it. And for my last essential, I have to go with the good old Vaseline chapstick. What is one long-term goal that you are currently working towards achieving? One thing that I'm working towards right now is being content with my body image, my insecurities, and just loving what I have. How do you deal with weight gain? One way I deal with weight gain is actually not stepping on a scale. I actually haven't stepped on a scale in a pretty long time. I only step on a scale when I know I've made some progress. I don't just step on a scale for fun or, you know, every day, weekly, or even monthly, because I just feel like when I know I haven't made progress, why stress myself out with weighing myself knowing that I haven't really gotten anywhere? For myself, I don't need to hop on a scale to know that I gain weight. I can just feel my body gain that weight, and I know what I have to do in order to lose that weight. And usually when I do gain weight, it's usually 2-3 pounds before getting my period, and that usually goes away by the end of my period. Another way I deal with weight gain is actually just setting goals and creating a plan that works for me. How did you develop a healthy, positive relationship with food without feeling guilty? I no longer diet or give myself food restrictions. I find when I'm doing one or the other or both, I am just really moody. I'm really cranky, and you honestly don't want to be around me when I'm dieting or giving myself food restrictions. I feel like food is meant to be enjoyed, whether it is good or bad, but it's just all about balance. And when you are dieting, when you're dieting for like a month or two or whatever, and then you go back to your regular life without dieting, your body kind of just goes back to what it was before, which has happened to me plenty of times. So definitely balance is key. I also no longer give myself cheat days, and instead of giving myself cheat days, every single day I give myself a treat, whether it be chips or chocolate or whatever it is. I myself can't wait till the weekend or whenever I plan my cheat day to be, just to have all the things that I want and what my body is craving. And like I said, food is meant to be enjoyed, so enjoy it. But again, it's just all about balance. If you could eat one meal every day, what would it be? This one's pretty easy for me, but it would have to be the crispy spicy salmon roll. I can't live without it. I just love it. It has to be that. What is your favorite food? That's what it is. Crispy spicy salmon roll. Spaghetti or pad thai? I would have to go with spaghetti. I just love spaghetti, especially when it is pesto. Favorite donut? I'm not a donut type of person, but whenever I do get donuts, I am with my boyfriend. And what I would usually get is the Krispy Kreme original glaze. What are your goals for this year? So one, I was actually able to achieve with my boyfriend already, which was buying a car. My other goals are to move out and define my upper body. And the rest is YouTube related, so that will be in another video. If you can go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? It would probably have to be how mean I was back in the day to my parents. I was a pretty rebellious child, and now that I'm older, I can see that my actions and my words could really hurt. So, making me cry right now. That's how much it hurts me. Okay, pull yourself together. I need a tissue, but I don't have tissue in my room. Oh my gosh, I can't use anything. Everything is white in my room. Biggest realization in life. So my biggest realization in life is understanding what makes me happy rather than what makes everybody else happy. Tip for your younger self. That would probably have to be surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, because whoever you decide to surround yourself with defines who you are. Favorite holiday? It would have to be Christmas. So one, because my birthday's just like 2 days before, but mostly because I get to spend time with my family, so not just the four of us, but also my extended family as well. And those are the people who I grew up with. Those are my first friends, and it's really the only time that we're all able to get together, because throughout the year we do all see each other, but we're never just all together. Shoes or bags? Okay, so this one's hard. I do want to say shoes because shoes are cheaper than bags, but then I want to say bags because I want to restart my collection with pieces that are worth my money based on quality and timelessness, even if the price is between $1,000 to $3,000 or more than that. So if I really think about it, I would probably have to say bags because my shoes are really heavily influenced by my boyfriend. Top 3 artists. So obviously I would have to go with Justin Bieber. The second, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm about to say this, and I know my boyfriend's gonna rub it in my face and just talk smack about it, because he loves this artist too, and he's been trying to get me to like this artist as well, Drake. And for the third one, honestly, it's like such a toss-up, but I would probably have to say Division, even though it's 2 people, but it would probably have to go with Division, but I'm not 100% sure about this third spot. Favorite luxury brand. I don't have a favorite luxury brand, even though most of my pieces are Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton is not my favorite luxury brand. Yeah, no, I don't have a favorite luxury brand like other people do. What is your favorite TV show at the moment? My favorite TV show is actually on Amazon Prime, and it is Are We There Yet? It's not the movie, but it is the show with Terry Crews. Favorite movie at the moment? I don't have a favorite movie at the moment, but I do want to watch the new Justice League movie. When are you and Renee getting married? Okay, well, one, I don't have a ring on my finger, so I can't really tell you when I'm getting married. You're just gonna have to ask Renee. What is your favorite thing to do to put yourself in a better mood? I love to exercise when I'm in a good mood, when I'm in a bad mood. I love exercising. I think it really just in general puts me in a good mood, and it puts me in a really good place. If not exercising, honestly, sleeping. Do you plan on going back to school for whatever reason? The answer is no. I hate being in school, even though I teach. I personally don't want to be a student again. What is the most embarrassing thing that happened to you? This question will forever haunt me. So back when we were younger, my cousins and I were over at my aunt's house, and it was the summertime. The AC is on and it's extremely hot inside, and we kept going in and out of the house, and my aunt was getting really mad at us because we were letting all the cold air out. And so she told us to stay outside, and we were pretty much like locked outside. As this was happening, I actually needed to use a washroom, and so did my cousin, but then we were so scared to go inside because we knew that my aunt was gonna get mad. And so we were at the side of the house, and I decided to pee outside. My cousin, I don't know how this even happened till this day, but my cousin decided to pee on me. He just decided to pee on me, and till this day, yeah, I don't know why. He doesn't even know why. So every time this story gets brought up, this is the voice that I hear in my head.
Making me laugh so much, even thinking about it.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've done? So this happened in elementary school after we moved. Instead of attending the nearest school to us, my brother and I decided that we would just take public transit. And so this happened at the end of the day, and I was waiting for the bus, and I really needed to pee, but then I knew they weren't gonna let me back into the school, and so I decided to pee myself, and yeah, I smelled like piss all the way home. It was gross, and I could see all the eyes on me and my wet pants. Pet peeve about Renee. I would have to say the way that he shops. Sometimes it's just very tedious. Comes down to the stitching. It comes down to if it has like a logo or whatever, if it's like straight. And if it's the last thing in stock, he won't buy it because he knows that everybody else has either touched it or there's something wrong with that last piece. Favorite place to shop? I would have to say Zara, but I only really do like shopping at Zara online. I actually can't shop there in person. It is way too hectic, really overwhelming, so it would have to be Zara, but online. Favorite local brand? I would have to say Juice by ALYA. I really love what their brand stands for, but we can get into that in a whole other video. Favorite designer? I don't have a favorite designer, just like I don't have a favorite luxury brand. I just like what I like, and that's what I buy. It's not necessarily a specific designer, but I just buy what I like. If you could wear one brand for the rest of your life, what would it be? Zara. I love Zara. What's the first thing you want to do after the pandemic? I gotta move in baby steps here. Obviously traveling is on the list, but that won't be my first thing. But the first thing that I would like to do after the pandemic is just to dine in a restaurant. Where would you love to live? I love the city that I live in right now to even think about where else I would want to live, to be completely honest. I hope you were able to learn about me a little bit more and maybe even relate to me a little bit. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below if you were able to relate to me in any sort of way, and if you haven't already subscribed, go do that right now, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys!